Good morning, afternoon, or evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am back with another video. This time, we are delving into another one of my sketchbooks. Yes, another sketchbook tour, ladies and gentlemen. According to the front page, I started this one, the bigger one, in February 2nd of 2017. Oops, sorry, my hair's blocking it. We're gonna have to go through this one first, because this one says October 26th, 2017. So, yes, we're gonna go through this and we'll see what we find. I'm sure there's plenty of embarrassing material. And just so you guys know, I do have this book after we finish this book, and I also finished my other sketchbook that I told you guys about. So give me just one moment while I get up and get it so I can show it to you guys. Also, here is Sam. Yes, this one. Okay, so here is my newest sketchbook that I just finished, and I started this one in 2019 and I just finished it this year. So, okay, I think we're good to go. So, upon opening my sketchbook, you see that there is, well, nothing. So I always leave a blank page or two in the beginning, and I don't know why. I think it's because maybe I imagine doing some art at the end of it all. One of the artists that I love on YouTube, she like paints the front of her sketchbook, or draws on the front of her sketchbook and numbers the sketchbook. I guess maybe I always wanted to leave room for something like that, but I haven't done it yet, so we'll see what happens next. So this is the second page. Another blank page, which I've complained about many times. I hate wasting pages, but I continue to do it. And then you can see over here, a hot mess. The people, I told you guys, the eyes being close to the bridge of the nose, major problem. And you can see that head on for the most part. A lot of these are fine. Anyway, next page. I drew that because I was trying to illustrate to someone how I used to draw people growing up. And that's literally, as a child, how I used to draw people, at least from memory. I'm sure it wasn't as clean as that, but that's essentially how I drew people. And then on I did some sort of like pattern, because I thought, oh, this page is very empty. There's just a little person that I drew representing how I drew at like 5 years old. So let me draw a little something something. It doesn't look good to me, but it is what it is. And then you can see that the drawing over here transferred to over here, but it's whatever. This person kind of reminds me of my cousin. I think it's the nose and the lips specifically. She reminds me of my cousin a lot. But again, as you can see, front on, I draw faces okay. Like, they're not, back then they weren't super proportionate. I drew eyes very much bigger than everything else on the face. But I really did try my best. And it doesn't look bad for, 2017. So, yeah, and of course, I was just doing some swatches, and they're all over the place, and it is what it is. So, next page. Oh my gosh, you guys. These characters are from... Oh, I showed these characters in my last sketchbook, too. They were in my last sketchbook. Okay, they're the same. A lot of them are the same people. And I wanted to draw like this... Well, obviously, how it's kind of laid out with the main girl in the middle, but then the other characters on the side of her framing her. Some of the characters don't look exactly how I picture them, but I tried my best. Oh, this is 2020, actually. These are from 2017, a lot of them, because, again, the big eyes in comparison with everything else on the face being close to, if not the proper proportion. I also did not draw, I could only draw straight hair. I wasn't really trying to dabble in curly hair because I was like, this is insanely difficult. Because, curly hair is pretty difficult, I'm not gonna lie to you. At least I feel that way. I struggle with it a lot, but, so, these are all, or should be 2017, and then this one, as you can see, I wrote 2020. And a lot looser, a lot more sketchy. I left space between the bridge of his nose and his eyes, so I was trying. I think I got better. Oh my gosh, I loved this. So there's things that I hate about it looking back, but when I first drew this, I loved it because I love mermaids. I think they're absolutely beautiful. And I drew this like crazy hair. I love mermaids. But anyway, I think I already talked about this. But looking back on a lot of the drawings that I did, how I drew people, and my art materials, I really don't like the pen look or the ink look when it comes to certain drawings. Because a problem that I had, I would do pencil and then cover it with ink. The problem was sometimes I wouldn't follow the pencil line very accurately. And so it would end up making the drawing look like, not like how I made it look with the pencil, which is how I wanted it to look. That's something that I really struggled with. And that's why I don't really use pen a lot from my most recent memory, at least. I haven't been using a lot of pen. Ooh. Okay, yes, so these are more recent, obviously. I drew this in here in 2017, I know that for a fact, but these were additions, these like colorful pictures. Yeah, they're very smooth, the colored pencil. Anyway, I like it. Picasso. Oh yes, I was gonna say, blank page, these are from 2017, and I would not even need the date to tell you that, because I remember drawing them vividly. These are the same characters that I'm going to, again, put up on the screen. These ones do not look as accurate. Well, I mean, he looks fairly accurate to how I imagine him, but she looks nothing how I imagine her. Like I said, that picture that I showed, this is the most accurate depiction of how I imagine them versus what you're seeing on screen now. I don't imagine them really looking like that, but it is what it is. And again, as you can see, eyes too close to the nose again. Big problem, whatever, could only do straight slash. You know, that's wavy hair and that's not bad, but I don't know what's up with these layers. Also, I used to like to frame my mistakes. There was portraits under here and I was like, I don't like that, so I'm gonna black it out and it's gonna be fine. And then I'm gonna put little frames around it. It honestly wasn't a bad idea. Like, oh my gosh. Wow, oh my god. Yeah, I loved this when I first penned it in ink. But the problem was, number one, I'm really bad at perspective. Like, these are going down and this is going... I'm really bad at perspective. I still am. Like, I can't do it to save my life. Oh, picture's sliding out. Yeah, I forgot this book's falling apart, like most of my sketchbooks. I wanted to color it. And I should have just colored it digitally and left this black and white, because I feel like that would have saved me a lot of headache, because look at all the transfer of blue and purple on here. It is what it is. Anyway, so there's that. Blank page. Oh yeah. Okay, so I drew this for my friend because there's these plants that grow down here, and they might, I don't know where else they grow, I'm not super familiar with it, but they're called button bush plants, and their flowers are so cute. I'll put it up on screen so that way you can see it. They're so cute and unique looking. They almost look like dandelions. They almost look like a firework too. Like if a dandelion and a firework had a baby, button bush plant. There it is. So I took a picture and that's what I based this drawing off of. But anyway, oh my gosh, there's that girl again. She's Girl Slug now. She's no longer Cleo Lazuli. But that's not the point. I drew her because she's just mad cute. Like, she's so pretty. And I like her face. So I drew her. I think it looked better before I colored it because it looked more sketchy, and this doesn't... I mean, I like the blue hair, the way I colored the hair, but I don't really like the proportions because I got them wrong. But it is what it is. I tried my best. Oh my god. So, let me tell you. Oh yeah, I put no reference. I was thinking about starting to add that to my sketchbooks whenever I do draw someone and I'm just going off of a person I see in my head, because I do that a lot. People are always like, oh, who is that? I'm like, I drew them from my head. I don't know. Sorry, my hair is driving me absolutely insane. Wow. But yeah, I figured I would start adding whether or not I used a reference, and then if I didn't, no reference. And honestly, it's funny because you can tell when I don't use a reference because I don't get proportions correct. And I don't get proportions correct when I'm using a reference sometimes either. So I'm not saying that, oh yeah, if I have a reference photo, I do perfectly. No, I don't. But I do a lot better when I have a reference photo versus when I have zero reference whatsoever. That's why the proportions are off. His face should be more... His face should not... He should just not... He should look different is what I'm saying. Like, there's so many technical flaws that I could point out, but I can't verbalize them at the same time. It's not good. Anyway, so again, blank page over here, as per the usual. I drew a bunch of little mouths, and I was just playing around with it because I like smiles. I like looking at smiles. I drew this girl. She looks very stiff and flat. I tried to draw this girl. I guess a lot of people didn't understand what I was going for. A lot of people didn't know that she's supposed to be looking up, apparently, because they kept saying that she didn't look like she was looking up, and I kept getting insulted because it was bothering me because I was really trying. Oh my gosh, I love them. I forgot that I colored these. Wow, that makes me so happy. So some things, okay, because I'm talking so much trash, or I was talking so much trash about the cityscape picture, like, oh, I shouldn't have colored it because I think I ruined it. I should have just digitally colored it. I love that I colored this because even though it's super simplistic as far as the colors are concerned, it looks so cute, okay? I really do like it. Even though baby girl right here looked real stiff, I still like that I colored it because I think it does look... I think it looks pretty good, to be honest. Like, it looks really cute. Wow. Styling and profiling. Anyway, next page. This page is falling out, but it is what it is. Again, playing around with the idea of just drawing lips. I tried to do more realistic this time around versus the previous page, and then I drew eyes, and then I was like, ooh, let me do like a line through them of different colored pens. So let's do red, let's do blue, let's do green. I don't know what's going on with me. Sometimes I have weird ideas. But anyway, so I drew that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this was a project that somebody commissioned me for. I did a little mock-up here, and I think I drew them better. So this was at... I'm stuttering. So this at first was a mock-up. I wasn't intending to do all this shading and detail work. So there's that. Oh, my stuff falling down. Oh, yeah, me and my friend 𝗸𝗶𝗰𝗸𝗶, I mentioned her before in my last sketchbook tour that I talked about. Sometimes we would do like little challenges. Do you guys remember the like 10-second to 5-minute challenge on Instagram where you would do a sketch for 10 seconds, then you do it for 1 minute, then you do it for 30 seconds, then you do it for 5 minutes or however. We did that with a few things, and obviously, as you can tell, it always looks better when you have more time, but you can still get the general idea down in a few seconds, and I think that that's a good thing. So we like to do stuff like that. And oh my gosh, speaking of my friend 𝗸𝗶𝗰𝗸𝗶, I drew her here. She doesn't look exactly like this. I kind of struggled to get her proportions right, but I tried my best. So I was using a reference with this to draw her. I was using a reference for him. I can't remember who he is. He's like is he a YouTuber? I think he was a Viner back in the day. I cannot remember for the life of me who this man is, but y'all might recognize him. I don't know. And these three I did not use a reference for, but I love his shading. I love it. Yeah. Oh, this is 2018. And this is 2020, 2020, 2020, 2020. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, a mountain. I was trying to draw landscapes. I mean, granted, this looks very barren, but I was trying to get into drawing more landscapes and animals and whatnot because I draw a lot of people. So I was trying to get better, but oh my gosh, my camera died. Okay, sorry guys. So we're gonna probably have to go back to using my previous setup, which was my good old tablet to film. So get ready for that. But you know what? Guess what? My tablet, 90%. So we should be fine. don't judge. I'm trying, okay? You know, sometimes we don't always do smart things in life, okay? So let's just try to be nice, okay? Be nice in the comments. Don't say anything mean. This is really close. How did I film this before? This is awful. Did I use a paper towel roll? How did I... This is crazy. Okay, well... Wow, dude, that's great. So here we are, hand studies. Not perfect. I mean, I like a lot of these, and I think I did really good. I think I used reference for most of these. Some of them I didn't. Okay, next page. This is so complicated. Wow, yeah, a lot of these on the left you can see were done in 2020. A lot of just sketchiness, like trying not to do too much detail or shading. This one you can tell I did a little bit of shading. And these are different, wow. These are from different angles. I think I was gonna write a story about these two people. I drew that with my friend Kenyarli when we were at a little coffee shop that we used to like going to. And that was in 2019, as you can see. Next page. Oh my gosh. So I did a bunch of random doodles because I didn't use both of these pages at first. The only thing I drew was this. And it says, my dad chilling with his penguin peeps, because this man straight up reminds me of a penguin. Y'all know how big penguins are? Penguins are pretty big, okay? So, granted, I did not get the proportions right. My dad's not, like, super short, but penguins are big. And when I was looking at pictures of them, I'm like, penguins are big! Why did I not know that they were that big? I thought those types of penguins, I don't remember what they're called. Are they emperor penguins? I think so. I thought that those type of penguins, guys, were like this big. I didn't know that they were tall. They're like 3-4 feet tall, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, I decided to do all these doodles after I drew this, and the pages were just blank and empty. I was like, wow, I should probably do something with this. Also, I should probably do something with my hair because it's driving me crazy. Let me get a clip, y'all. I ain't got no hair clips. All I got is bobby pins. Continuing onward. Next page. Oh my gosh, I love her. So same girl in all of the drawings. I just imagined this like warrior girl. She's such a babe, like. Oh my gosh, I almost dropped this. Get it together. I stole that vocabulary from this girl I've been watching, but I love her so much. Shout out to her. Put her name up right here. She's awesome. Anyway, so yeah, I love this so much. And I used like a gold gel pen to accent her jewelry to like make it look gold, because that's what I wanted it to be. Anyway, she looks super cute. Look at her. That's a bad mamager. Oh my gosh. My friend Aaron went to town on this. I cannot believe this man. He drew his big head and he drew the waves of his hair with dolphins, a whale, and a little man going fishing on his waves. I'm so sick and tired. Oh my gosh, what a menace. Okay, next page. Aww. I do not remember these at all. Wow, more mermaids, because like I told you guys, I love mermaids. Wow, the colors are very saturated. That's crazy. Wow, she's cute. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. That's very jarring. Not jarring, that makes it seem really bad. It's very bright. Very saturated. Ooh, oh my gosh, we love the Grecian gowns. Oh my goodness. Grecian, is that proper? We love the gowns, that's all I know. The ancient gowns. Baby girl is looking strong and fierce and feisty, let me tell you. Anyway, next page. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, let me explain real quick. So, I used to play this online game called Dizzywood, and I loved it. It was my favorite game that I've ever played. I don't know how to describe it, but Dizzywood was awesome, and I loved it. And I always wanted to create art for it, and create art of it. And this is basically what the world essentially looked like in my eyes. Like, this looked like what they used to call, I think it was Tangle Vine Jungle, I think is what it was called. and used to be able to obtain powers like levitation and invisibility and this and that, and it was just so much fun. I loved it so much. Anyway, next. Ooh, okay. My friend Brad drew this. It's a wall. That's all I know. And then I drew this on the other side. A baby girl getting abducted because I thought it looked cool. I don't know. Sometimes I just like draw weird things, but I like her pants and how like smooth the color is for the most part. I didn't know how to draw like feet or shoes back then. Well, this is 2020. Maybe I still don't know how to draw feet or shoes. Proportions are off, but that's fine because it still looks cool. That's the main point, is that it's supposed to look cool, and I think I executed that to the best of my abilities. And I love the colors. Next page. Oh, this was my Dizzywood character, and I try to draw her making different facial expressions, and I try to go for more of a cartoony vibe. And here's her with her little animal following her around. They called it a batty fox, and it was a critter. Anyway, so, aw, let me tilt this for y'all real quick. These are the characters that I showed you guys in my first sketchbook, like I showed you again. Anytime that there's recurring characters, I'm gonna just post them or put them up next to whatever I'm showing you, so that way you guys know, like, oh hey, this has already been gone into before. Anyway. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's going on, but I love it. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? This is like, it feels so far out of the realm of my style that I'm confused, because although I vaguely remember drawing and coloring these are so far from like what I kind of do now, which is just graphite drawings at this point. I need to get back into doing stuff like this though, because it's fun. It's so pretty. I love all these girls. They are beautiful. Oh my gosh. She looks like a little fairy from Winx. You guys remember that? Wow, they're all so cute. I love how pretty her like little leaf crown is. I love her little blunt bob. I love her little fall leaves. I love baby girl with this beautiful flower crown thing, and I love, oh my gosh, I love her little nose. I love her wavy curly hair. I love her little leaves popping out of her head. She is so, I love them. Wow, beautiful girls. What do you know, guys? Anyway, wow, I'm so impressed. I don't know why I'm so impressed at that. I just love it. Oh my gosh, I remember I was drawing this page of people outside when I was living with my dad. And I was just trying to get outside, and I drew the first little girl in the middle with the blunt bangs, and then I drew everybody else surrounding her at different stages. I don't remember who I drew after her, but I just kept drawing more and more people because I was like, this should just be a page full of people. And I still really like this page. Wow. I think this was more recent though. I think I drew all that in 2020. Yeah, that says 2020 right there by that girl. So it must have all been 2020. Oh, and this is the end. Okay. So I tried pastels. This is more of a test sheet because I've always hated pastels for some reason. I think it's just because they're so chalky, and the texture, like, I don't like the texture of pastel, and then it gets everywhere and I don't know how to make it stop. And it stresses me out, but I still have pastels somewhere because I'm like, I feel like I need to, I don't know why. I feel like pastels, like I've seen so many beautiful illustrations and pictures done in pastel, and it makes me want to be able to use pastels, but there's just something so revolting about them to me because like I said, the texture just, I don't know. I want to do it, but I don't know. Maybe I'll make a video try pastels again for you guys. I don't know. Like, I need some tips and tricks. I need to do something about it, because I don't know if I should just throw away my pastels and just say it's never gonna happen, stop trying to hold on to the past, or if I should try to get better at it, then I might actually like using them. I don't know. I don't know what I should do. Y'all need to give me advice. What can I do? Like, how do you feel about pastels? Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm so pressed about it, but... So yeah, that was the end of this sketchbook. And it was rather short, but you know what? Short and sweet and to the point sometimes. So, in any case, I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please, 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 as you know, leave me a like, subscribe, and turn on that bell notification so that way you guys can know when I next upload on my channel. Besides that, I hope you guys are having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.